Here is the performance task. The students will create a brochure on the benefits and challenges of national parks. Remember to paraphrase text evidence and spell words in text correctly. And today we worked on the national parks know and do for our performance task. We need to know challenges. We need to know the directions, what is in the performance task, what's it asking for. We need to know benefits. We need to know how to text code. We need to know how to read, know how to write. What we said we need to do is we need to choose the right facts based on our performance task. We need to text code. We need to create the brochure. We need to indicate whether it's a benefit or a challenge. And we need to make sure that we do put text features in our writing. Okay, so let's go over some brochures just so we get an idea. Here we've got our Crestwood brochure. You see how it has a title. It's got images. And here we have headings, we have text regarding certain things, we have pictures, we have labeled information, we've got different information in here. So this is a brochure, and on the back we've got contact information. We have some brochures. We know that the main idea is usually what's on the front, so this is one's about Kennedy Space Center, and if we go in here, we know that it would give us information with regard to that. So those are some examples of brochures. Now we need to talk about our note-taking guide, because that is our writing and the expectation this should come in completed. So our note-taking guide, let me make sure my paper is centered here so we can see everything. My note-taking guide is an offset T. And on this side, I have my paraphrased notes. So I'm going to write that paraphrased notes. And over here is the source, because we have three sources that we should be using within this brochure. So the first source that we worked on, and you should have it labeled as source number 1, was the national parks. And we did this together, but I want to go ahead and make sure that I put it in here so you understand again. So this first paragraph we read, national parks are set aside to protect natural beauty, wildlife, and places important in history. Governments create national parks to guard their national treasures from harm. The effects of farming, hunting, lodging, mining, and other human activities can destroy such areas. So the first thing we did is we went through and we text coded, because that was one of the things we said we had to do. We text coded this, and we text coded it a B for a benefit. National parks set areas aside to protect natural beauty, wildlife, places that are important in history. So it's talking about that protecting, which is something that's a benefit. Then we have guard their natural treasures from harm, also a benefit, protecting stuff. And then the last one, the effects of farming, hunting, lodging, mining, and other human activities can destroy such areas. That word destroy indicates that it is a challenge. So what I'm going to do is now I need to paraphrase these notes. I'm taking quick snapshot notes. I'm not lifting from the text. Lifting is when I write the exact sentence or pretty much close to the exact sentence. Now on my notes, since this one has benefits and challenges, I'm going to mark it with a B on here so I know, okay, this is the benefits. So national parks are set aside to protect natural beauty, wildlife, and other important places. So I'm going to put here, protects nature. All right, so that sums up that sentence. It protects, and we could say protects important things, but I'm going to put protects nature. Now for the source, you write the title of the source. So this one's national parks. I don't write number 1. That just helps me keep my facts straight and my sources straight, but on my note-taking guide, I need to write the source. All right, so now I'm going to mark my second, or take notes on my second one. They guard their natural treasures from harm. Guard treasures. To guard something is to protect it. Treasures are things that are important. Here is my source, national parks. All right, this last one, the effects of farming, hunting, lodging, mining, and other human activities destroy such areas. All right, and I'm mark, that should be a B because that's a benefit. Now I'm going to mark this one with a C, and it is, I'm going to say human activities destroy areas. I'm going to say humans destroy nature. So that is the same thing that they have. I just put it in real quick paraphrase notes. And this is under national parks. So that is source number one. Remember, from source number one, you had to have 5 benefits. So I'm going to write that up here. Source 1, 5 benefits, and 5 challenges. And what I will be checking for is, 1, were you able to follow the directions and give me 5 and 5 from the source? But were you able to paraphrase those notes? That's what I'm looking for. You see how I took this long paragraph that they had here and I put it in a total of 7 words. So let's look at another source. And we're going to look at this source, which we actually evaluated today, challenges of the National Park System. And this happens to be source number 3. And you had to have 3 from source number 3 and 3, so 3 here. Source number 2, that was the Yosemite. And you needed 3 benefits from there, 3 benefits. And remember, it needed to be how does Yosemite help, not facts about Yosemite. So I don't want to know the year that Yosemite became a park or anything like that. Not facts about Yosemite. Those are very interesting, but they're not related to our performance task, which is students will create a brochure about benefits and challenges of national parks. And then source 3 was this challenges one, challenges of national park system. And you had to pick 3 from here. So 3 challenges. Now, we evaluated this as a class, and we went through, and I had everyone raise their hand, and there were 3 challenges that overall was most of you guys thought were really an issue. So I'm going to work on 2 of them. I don't want to do them all for you. So you would have obviously your 10 facts here. So we're going to go here and I'm going to mark it with a C still, even though I know it's coming from that article that says challenges. So the one that got the most was air pollution. National Geographic article mentions the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, but you could easily add Arcadia, Sequoia, Grand Canyon, and Mesa Verde to the list of parks impacted by air pollution, whether it arrives in the form of high ground level ozone levels, particles, or acid rain. So that was the one that the class thought overall was the biggest challenge. So I'm going to put air pollution. And one of the things that I asked you to do today is to justify why you think it's bad. And a lot of you said air pollution would make the animal sick. So animal sick. And then I'm going to mark down my source here, which is challenges of the National Park System. And I'm going to put NPS for National Park System. All right, so now I'm going to do my next challenge off of here. And the second one here was illegal immigrants. That was the one that you guys thought was a significant hindrance to the park systems. So I'm going to put illegal immigration. And a lot of the justification came for that is if bad things were going on in a park, that they would be closed down. So I'm going to put possible closure due to activity. So that's the justification. This is my note from my text, and this is the justification. Because remember, this was a list of all the challenges. You had to choose the top 3 that you felt really hindered a park. And then I'm going to list my source. Challenges of the NPS. All right, so I hope this video helps. I am expecting to collect this. I want to see that you know how to take notes. You had a really good start here. Some of you took some good notes. Some of you lifted a few things and took notes also. So we want to make sure that all of our sources are written and all of our notes are paraphrased. We're not picking stuff. Even if you think the words are absolutely perfect, we still don't pick them up. We have to put it in our own words. I hope this video helps everybody. Thanks for watching.